A hero who can revive and also have insane survivability skill? Meet Umbrosa, our global server's newest hero. She's an amazing hero who can be used both in Clash lane and jungle. In this video, let's learn all about her skills, combos, and gameplay strategies, so you can be ready to dominate the new season with Umbrosa easily. First, let's talk about her passive. It's quite simple. When Umbrosa is far from a target, her basic attack becomes ranged. But when she's closer to the enemies, she switches to melee mode, kinda like Bright from Arena of Valor. And in this melee mode, she 3 rapid strikes every time dealing decent amount of damage. As for her ranged attack, there's an interesting thing about it. So if you use your basic attack right before her blade returns, she dashes forward to rebound it and deals extra damage. Her passive is very useful to poke and deal damage from a safe distance. You just need that attack speed. Also, each time you use basic attack, she leaves a feather mark on the enemy, and this mark stacks up to 3. This mark is quite useful for your second skill. I'll talk about it while showing second skill. Now let's talk about her first skill. Umbrosa extends in a circle around her, dealing damage and slowing the enemies. That's not the only thing her first skill does. When she uses her first skill, Umbrosa enters a frenzy state for 3 seconds. And in this state, she gains huge amount of movement speed and attack speed. This ability of her will greatly help you to position yourself in a battle and also help you to escape. Combining with attack speed items, you can abuse first skill of Umbrosa. Now let's talk about Umbrosa's main burst damage ability, and also from where she heals like crazy. For this, she dashes forward, dealing huge amount of damage. And when an enemy or monster is in front of her, she then knocks the target and enters a state where she strikes 8 bouncing feather blades. Even if she's too far her, this skill still catches up. This shit's range is huge. That's why you can use Umbrosa's second skill for another interesting purpose, which is to check bushes. For example, suppose there's an enemy here. So if you use your second skill towards that bush to check if there's anyone hiding, you just have to aim from a safe distance. See if there's an enemy, you'll automatically enter that state. This will be very useful to avoid being ganked and also will help you to play safe. Also, Umbrosa heals a lot if you hit enemies with her second skill. So in a team fight, try not to miss her second skill. And also, if you somehow misuse second skill, don't worry, its cooldown will be reduced. If you combine Umbrosa's second skill with her passive stacks, for every passive stack, Umbrosa will do extra damage with her second skill. Now finally, let's talk about her ultimate skill. This ability gives her so much survivability and makes it very hard for enemies to kill Umbrosa. When you use this ability, Umbrosa deals a burst damage and enters a 4-second unyielding state. During this time, she temporarily gains a massive amount of health and speed boost. A great ability for team fights and to turn the tide. And here's the most important and interesting part of Umbrosa. If her ultimate is not in cooldown and in that state she dies, then she will slowly revive right where she died. Also, while reviving, she deals burst damage around her. Remember, this will use up her ultimate, which means by reviving, Umbrosa's ultimate will be on cooldown. Now that we know about all her abilities, let's talk about some gameplay situations and strategies. Before that, remember she's a versatile fighter whose whole gameplay is about sustain and poking the enemies. But try to play safe in early game. First tip you need to keep in mind is to always make the best use of Umbrosa's passive. You know that her passive lets her attack from distance, but suppose if an enemy is chasing you. In that situation, what you have to do is combine your passive with your first skill to quickly move into safe distance and deal insane damage with that attack speed boost. Another tip for you is, don't blindly use Umbrosa's ultimate skill. Use her ultimate in right time, right situation. Let's see an example so you can understand more easily. See, in that situation, if I had used my ultimate early, Kongming could have easily killed me. Umbrosa's ultimate is the best tool for escape, sustain, and can help you turn the tide. Let's watch another example.
一时释放3技能收益更高呢，可以再试试。告诉你个小技巧，准备开始啦！
Another tip will be for your second skill. So we know that Umbrosa's second skill can push back enemies if she's close enough, right? In extreme situations, try to use that to your advantage, and with the help of other skill push enemies in towers or towards you teammates, and easily surprise the enemies. And my last tip will be always go for the backline squishy in a team fight, because Umbrosa has that sustain to easily go in the backline and surprise them.
败敌方核心是赢取胜利的关键哟！手环战时，加油加油！飘然在天穹的裂隙中，多么绚烂！不错。
So that's it for today's video, guys. I really hope this video will help you to get a better understanding about Umbrosa. Anyways, thanks for watching. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more contents like this.